What's going on, everyone? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Hayden Davidson and I appreciate you being here. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe below, because obviously I've got to say that I'm a YouTuber. And also, if you have been here before, then thanks very much. Love to see you again. Now, in this video, I want to talk about playing small for too long. Now, this is definitely something that I did. I'm almost a year into my Amazon FBA journey. Things are going well. I'm just starting to sort of ramp things up now, which is really good. But something I suffered with really, really badly when I started out this journey on Amazon was thinking too small. Now, I don't mean thinking too small in terms of just purchasing items, because obviously to start with, well, not obviously, but to start with, I really think it's even more important to go wide, not deep. Sometimes even at times just purchasing one or two items so that you don't get stung like I have done before by going too deep too soon. But what's even more important than that, which holds people back phenomenally, I found, because I caught myself in this trap at times as well, thinking too small, and thinking too small on the tiny little things that many people don't even realise that they're doing. It's almost an unconscious thing. So let me give you an example. So I've seen people post about, complete savings, for example, or top cashback, where I've seen multiple posts as to why their cashback. They're questioning everyone in the group. They're asking everyone's opinion. They're getting frustrated more than anything, in an angry way, and just sort of saying, "Oh, I'm really fed up with Amazon. I'm really fed up with this because my cashback isn't tracking." I mean, for example, I don't even worry about that. Obviously, if every single one doesn't track, then it's a problem. I'll realise it and I'll look into it. But for one transaction to get missed and for someone to actually moan about that on a group and everything, that to me is a sign of them thinking too small. So that's just one example. Another example could be one day you get your deals from a deal sheet, for example, or from a VA, and there's not one deal on there that you would be happy to purchase. It's not great, but I don't really think about it. I just think bigger than that. It's just one tiny, minute, small day that doesn't really mean anything. And it's these tiny little thought processes that I notice are holding people back. They're focusing on that rather than focusing on the problem and solving the problem. If that happens, then okay. You've got to keep track of it. It keeps happening. Obviously, you're going to have to get a new deal sheet. But if it's just a one-off day, you're going to have to take it with a pinch of salt. Either don't buy deals or go and manually source deals yourself. I'm not sure if it's a lack of momentum, like confidence, etc. But it's these tiny little things that are definitely holding people back. So that's just a couple of examples, but just to generalise, just to give an overview of what I mean. I listened to the 10X Rule by Grant Cardone just as I was starting this business, and as I say, it may have got me into slight trouble from ordering too many. So you don't want to necessarily 10X or ever 10X exactly, but you do want to constantly think of ways you can think bigger. Whilst you're testing, whilst you're doing things, thinking bigger is not just ordering 10 items, in the 10X rule when you should only be ordering one. Those of you who know Grant Cardone will know what I'm talking about. It's thinking bigger. It's thinking 10 times bigger. So if I get a bit of cash back, I'm not sitting there worrying about that little bit of cash back. I'm too busy thinking about my long-term goals. I'm too busy thinking about where I'm going to be in 10 years. I'm too busy focusing on building the business, building the core of the business, working on things that are going to help me long term, and not worrying about all these minute little problems, and not getting too caught up with the negative people in the Facebook groups, the negative people on YouTube, the negative people. Not that they don't have their place sometimes. I'm not saying everyone's got to be positive, but if you get too consumed by all this stuff, that's where people tend to just go off and just start doing these minute little tasks daily after every day, and then the days build up and the weeks build up and the months build up, and then they find themselves just barely surviving. So I just wanted to share that with everyone. That's what I've sort of observed. That's what I've seen, and I just think this Amazon has got so much potential, but we've got to start thinking bigger. We've got to always make sure that we're thinking long term. Now, I'm not perfect at this. Of course I'm not perfect at this, but you can pick up faults in yourself that you can bring forward to others to help benefit others sometimes. And I hope that's what I've managed to get across in this video. So anyway, I will speak to you soon, and have a fantastic day.